Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bias Football Takes. I am your humble host, Oluwaseun Winsala. It's been an interesting couple of days.
Yeah.
Some people wanted to bring things back home, but it did not come back home. I don't think it will ever come back home. Spain showed their supremacy, showed how football should be played, and if not for them, the tournament probably would have been boring, but they gave some life into the tournament.
Yeah.
We have the big dogs, the favorites, the African country in Europe, France, falling down, I would say falling on the wayside by the awesome power of Spain. I mean, they're all colonizers, anyways.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Anyways, we have a and what's the best adjective to describe you?
Me?
Yes.
In what sense? Because I'm many things. I'm a man of
A man of what?
many
Introduce yourself. Let me allow you to introduce yourself. Because
Hello,
usually,
everyone. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Are we feeling good? Are we feeling happy? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. But no, hello everyone. My name is Obina Oyana. Another lovely week. Glad to be alive. Glad to be here with you. Yeah, thank you all to our fans, to our listeners. However many you guys are, we appreciate you. And we want you to know that we appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, that's it from me, man. Oh, yes, a lot of interesting things have happened over the course of this week. Like Sean said, the European Championships are done. Likewise, Copa America is done. So once again, Argentina, for the third major tournament in a row, have come out victorious, led by one Lionel Messi. Even though, and there's even something funny happened because he did something that Ronaldo did. But anyway, so yeah, we'll talk about Europa finishing. What I say?
let me go through the things that we have to talk about today.
Please.
So today
We'll
be discussing how Spain conquered Europe, and in that same vein, result of that, Gareth Southgate and Sancho coming back to United.
Yeah.
And regardless of him coming back, United lost their first preseason game. Seems like they continue from where they started from last season.
Did he play that game?
I did not watch the game. Argentina winning Copa America, as we said, further their way into winning. That wasn't football. The whole tournament wasn't football. It was just a whole lot of jiu-jitsu and martial arts. Balon D'or conversation. I mean, at this point, we need to discuss prospects of Balon D'or.
Yeah.
And something surprising too that I want us to. This was my personal topic.
Okay.
Palhinha to Bayern, which is not surprising, but yeah. Anyways, where do you want to start from?
Let's start from the Euros.
Okay.
Because let's start from Euros. What were your thoughts about the final game?
I feel like it wasn't. So I watched it with a bunch of my friends, and normally I sometimes would like to watch those kind of games alone because of the pressure. But I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. So I watched it with a bunch of my friends, and at the beginning, everybody was like, "Oh, they want Spain to win." Yada yada. Only maybe like a couple of people that were like, England has to win because they've always been England fans. And I don't know why they've always been England fans, but everybody with what they like. So when the game started, it was just back and forth. There was not really much grip to the game. It seems like England were playing that dictionary football that was affecting Spain. And it seems like one of those games where England just fought their way to winning the game and, winning the cup. And first half was just disjointed. Everybody was going back and forth. Walker did a good job on Nico Williams. And Cucurella wasn't really like, he was just there. It wasn't like an amount game. Yeah, Yemi Lamar too was, he had this moment but it wasn't like stellar like that.
Mm.
Yeah, it seems like the English, squads like they were up to it. It felt like they were ready for it. And of course, throughout the first half, Jude Bellingham was on the floor, the first man to swim on grass.
No,
Jude
between
Bellingham
him and
first.
Hendrick, who swims more though?
Hendrick has played lesser minutes, so with experience, Jude Bellingham swims more.
Okay.
Anytime he gets an opportunity, he dives into the grass and swim. So that was first half. Second half, Rodri came out of the game due to a particular, I think it was it Rice? It was Rice's shot that Rodri blocked that he clashed with Laporte. And I'm thinking Laporte was the one that was going to be injured, was Rodri. Now, Rodri coming out, I was like, damn it. One of their best performers in the tournament is out. Thinking, okay, this is an opportunity for England. I'm sure they all thought they felt that way in the dressing room because they might have heard that, Rodri is coming off. So they felt like maybe, okay, now we can now play football and win. Like the chance. Less than a minute, 2 minutes, pam, pam, pam. I mean, I pack all of them to one side. Through ball. I don't know, Morata almost touched that, but if Morata had touched that ball, it would have been a good defensive battle. Morata missed the ball. And now, keeper know the catch goal now. Keeper doesn't catch the goal. The comedian used his left leg and took it to the furthest post and scored. I'm sure in their mind, removing Modri was like an advantage to them. Unfortunately for them, the person that they brought in is like he just plugged into the hole. And that's why you will always say, if a team has a star, you just need to identify people who are going to fit in. And your star will not be deficient. Do you know, if they had told you that Spain was going to win this World Cup without Rodri, Euros, without Rodri, Gavi, and Pedri, would have said they're saying nonsense. And they won it with 3 players that will probably not start on a normal day because of the system. So first goal came in. Now, the game was like, okay, back and forth. They brought in Palmer, brought in the Canary, Palmer, and Oli Watkins. And I knew the minute about those 2 players, England was going to be direct. I felt it and I saw it. And when that pass came, the touch from Jude Phelps to
Palmer.
No. So somebody passed the ball.
It was Saka to Bellingham.
Oh, Saka to Bellingham. Yeah. No, I think it was Palmer to Saka to Bellingham back to
Palmer.
Palmer, yes.
Yeah.
So the same situation happened previous game where Palmer kicked the ball out. It was off target. But this one, he had the lucky of a deflection. 1-1.
Oh, but that was also on target. Come on, give
no problem. No. I mean, like this time around, like he entered. So in my mind, I was like, wow. So England is about to, yes. And I felt cold. I felt chills. I was quiet because, okay, now when Palmer scored, you don't believe it. Everybody in the place I was watching the game celebrated. It was only me and one other person that did not celebrate. I'm like, wow, I thought you guys wanted Spain to win. And you were celebrating England's goal. So at that point, I was quiet. I was like, my God, this cannot happen. This cannot happen. God, please don't let this happen. I was like, God, my nightmare. God, please don't let this happen. Because if we not carry Rashford, and you're going to win this without Rashford, no way.
So your beef is that they didn't carry Rashford?
No, I don't like England, period. But I can stomach them because of Rashford. Okay. So if Rashford was there, I might have said, okay, let's just have this. Rashford wasn't there. I'm like, no way, zero chance. So I was like, my God. So England, I don't know what kind of mentality they have. You have world-class players.
Yeah.
You can feel moments. And this is part of the discussion I've had with Olu in the past. Yeah. Sometimes, in fact, in general, football is moments. Yeah. When you can feel the game that, okay, this is our time, this is our moment. This is our
ascendancy now.
At the ascendancy, let's take it. Yeah. England retracted. Yeah. I'm like, why? No. I mean, I was happy anyways. I was happy. Spain, anytime they've been down several times, and they just keep playing the same way. They don't change, and just keep coming at you. At some point, you buckle, and it did. Everybody's complaining. I mean, I saw the goal, but I don't understand why, because I got confused about the formation. They were saying that England went 3 at the back, or 4 at the back. I was confused because Walker's positioning was very awful.
Walker
And it
is
was
not it. So here, that guy, what saves him is his pace. I don't think he doesn't pass well. He doesn't defend well. Like when you get a player that can actually go at him, the guy struggles, man.
I mean, so in that regards, like I've been seeing clips about Walker. Unfortunately, one of the toughest positions to play in world football is fullbacks.
No, of course.
Yeah, so wingers always have good time over wing backs. Like, so the thing is, for wing backs and fullbacks, right? You are constantly defending. One mistake, same thing with center backs. One mistake can cost the team. So that's what happened. The first half, he had Nico, but Nico is so good and so resilient that it just kept going at him. So that mistake, it was just, I don't know, just what bound to happen. Walker was in no man's land. Cucurella, one-time cross. There was no he just put into that dangerous area. And that's why you need the number 9. That was a number 9 performance. How do you pronounce that guy's name? Oyezba, whatever his name is.
Oyatapa. You know, all Spanish-speaking guys.
Okay. I mean, you went to that country now, but don't let us expose you. So he got the ball, hold up play, laid it back to the fullback, running in. Because everybody is inside. One-time cross, he stretched his leg, goal. So when that ball entered, I was like, thank God, goal. Mm-hmm. So the last said, offside. I was like, no, God, please, no. And that's how you know that England did not, that luck was against England and they didn't deserve to win. Because that was the first indication. Then that goal line clearance by Omo, that should have been a goal.
Yeah. No,
that should have been a goal.
But first of all, there was a save by Unai Simon.
Yeah, there was a save, but that one was crazy. That was a crazy save.
Yeah.
Then that goal line clearance, that's how you know that, it's not. The England used all their luck with Netherlands with that penalty. So there's no way they're going to win. So it was a good, I would say Spain, they didn't lose any game.
Yeah, they didn't even draw.
They only had one extra time with Germany. Yeah. Every other game, they won it actually. They just went. And they beat England regular time. They wasn't like, let's take it extra time. No. Quick. Go home.
No,
everybody.
The fact of the matter is the best team of the tournament won. So
Yes. It was. I was really, really proud of them, man. Because at the beginning of the tournament, we were part of the teams, like it was them, Germany, France, and those are the 3 teams that people doubted to go far and favorites.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually didn't rate Spain like that. Mainly because I couldn't see where the goals were going to come from.
Correct.
Like obviously, I knew they were going to play, beautiful football, control the game, but I just could not see. Like, there's no universe in which anybody would tell me that Morata is your striker and I'll take you seriously. You understand? I just thought he went to AC Milan today.
Yeah. That guy, I don't know what kind of juju he's using.
Yeah. He just keeps moving around to top clubs. Well, I guess if you call Milan a top club. But yeah.
So for Spain, right, I think what the 2 players that gave them that edge was just like, Nico and Yemin Amram. Because if they don't have those 2 players, I don't think they will win it. Because they will play the football, pass. But those 2 players are like, let's go.
Yeah, they give them another dimension besides just pass to pass.
And that brings me to England.
Yeah.
Obina. Yeah. I know you. Let's talk through. Like we've known each other for more than almost how many years now?
Almost 10 years now. Yeah.
My guy. Hold on. At least I know you lie a lot. I know.
Wow.
But at least for once, let's just say the truth.
No. First of all, that's what. No. You have to take that back. I can't. No, I don't accept that characterization.
Okay, no problem. Okay, prove it to the world that I'm the one. I'm the one lying in this instance.
No, it's not a question of lying. We just have different opinions.
Okay,
but go
opinions. But don't you feel ashamed
that
Don't you feel embarrassed that Nico Williams and Emile Amar are showing what Foden and Saka should be doing with more experience?
So first of all, I think England's problem was Foden. Let me
hold on. Before let me finish because I know you're going to shift the blame, but regardless of what England's problem is, look at those two players I mentioned, right? Those two white players.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that every time the ball got to their feet, regardless of what is going on around them, you know what you're going to get, and they do it. They keep doing it, right? They don't care about what the other team players are doing. The goal Yemen Amal scored against Germany is a goal that Foden scores normally, right? Mm-hmm. So there's no excuse for the squad. It is an individual problem. So continue.
So first of all, Saka did what Saka typically does, which is play wide, take his man on, create chances and then score, right? So Saka did what he was supposed to do, what he typically does, and what he was supposed to do for England. The problem, though, in my honest opinion, was that Foden, more often than not, was a lost man, and so he was destabilizing the team's chemistry a lot of the time. This is my honest assessment, and you might disagree or you might agree, but that's fine. So when you have Foden destabilizing the team chemistry, because every time that England ended up scoring, it was when Foden was out, pretty much in the extra in the knockout phases, right? So Foden was steadily a disruptor rather than a contributor to England's attacks. I don't know why it took Southgate so long to figure out that, well, he didn't even figure it at the end, but Cole Palmer is who should have been playing that Foden position, if you ask me, which is behind Harry Kane. And even Harry Kane, so I don't know if that guy should have been starting, but that's a conversation for another day. Personally, I think England has outgrown Gareth Southgate. I also think that this group of players has outgrown Harry Kane. You now have a gunman like Oluwaseun, who is hungry, who will run, because all this dropping and all this Harry Kane dropping behind to distribute ball, that also messes up the balance of the team. You need somebody up there to move the defensive line back, and Oli Watkins will do that for you. He will run behind for you. So anyway, back to your question about Saka and Foden. I've told you Foden is a great player at Man City, but in England, nothing to show. And Saka, Sean, you have to admit, Saka did what he typically does. So you can't criticize him for England's performances. I mean, you all of you people, including Ian Wright, who said he should play left back. He played left back. He played right back. He played right wing back. He played right wing, and the boy still gave you performances. So what else do you want from him?
Are you done?
I rest my case. Yes, for now.
So two things. Three things. First things first. So just a yes or no question.
Mm-hmm.
Were you satisfied with Saka's performance?
Obviously.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Just no.
With his performance over the course of the Euro.
Yes.
I'm not an Englishman, so I don't really care.
I mean, no, from what you saw now, like, were you? Was it?
No, he played well.
for me, right?
He played well.
The people I enjoyed this tournament, Musiala. I enjoyed Musiala. I enjoyed Olmo. I enjoyed Adagula. I enjoyed Sabitzer. I enjoyed Rodri. I enjoyed Nico Williams. I enjoyed Cruz. I enjoyed Yemin Amal. I enjoyed the goalies, 3 goalies. I enjoyed them. So, will you say you enjoyed Saka?
I did.
Okay.
You did not?
No, because it's a disgrace that Yemin Amal has a better wing play than Saka. Because many times Saka has opportunity to take on his players. You could see that go wide, go. Like the space is there. The players are going inside for you. Spring the step. Make a quick dash for it. Go. But no. But that's by the side. How come Kupama performed better than Saka for the little time he played?
Is that an honest assessment, Sean?
Yes. Kupama, trust me. Like when Kupama came in, Kupama changed the complexion of the game for England. He gave them list of life. One.
So
That's two.
why is your critique not Foden but Saka?
No, I'm coming now. I already said.
That's
I said
little self-hate
no.
there, but okay.
Come on now. At the beginning of this question, I said it's not a disgrace that Foden and Saka couldn't perform to the level of Nico Williams
But you can't compare Saka's performance to Foden's performance over
it's both of them because they are both wide men. That's why I said for the beginning of the conversation. Okay. You are castigating Foden, but you're not talking about Saka. And
because
I'm like,
Saka,
both of them.
Saka had a good tournament comparatively.
Then the third situation, right? We know how Kane is going to play. Kane has changed the way he plays in the past 3 seasons or 4 seasons, and he has performed. He has scored too. So using that him coming to the midfield as a reason why you think he did not play well is not, in my opinion, is not correct. Because the only person that can make those kind of passes in that squad is Kane.
But
there's none of them can make those passes.
No. It's not about being able to make the pass. Making the pass to who, like, what kind of players do you have around? It's not only him on the team, right? He has to be able to make those passes, and then people, will be willing and on the receiving end of the pass. So who on England is that person besides Saka? And Harry Kane, the way he positions himself, he's a right-footed player. It's very hard for him to adjust and spray the ball out
to the left, to the right.
To the right,
yes, I agree with that one. So what I'm saying is, I don't think the utterance of Kane being like outdated and outgrown
man.
I don't agree with that. Is how the team was set up, because Mr. Southgate, who has left his post, wanted to play all the players, quote unquote, the stars that had good season at the same time, and there was it was just too many cooks spoiled the broth.
Sorry, chef.
It's just unfortunate for them, because you cannot tell me that England Spanish players are better players than the players that went for England. You cannot tell me that. There's no way you can tell me that individually you pick Spanish players over the English players. But anyways, moving forward, that resulted in Southgate leaving his position. What's your opinion on that? Do you think it's the right turn of events?
Yeah. I think at certain points, one person leads you somewhere. Like Moses, he led the people. We could not get into the promised land.
I said almost.
Yeah, we could not get into the promised land, and so perhaps somebody else will come in, see the work that this guy has done, because he has done it. I mean, you have to be, as much as I don't rate him, he has done a good job with building some national identity around the team in terms of at least the people who now support England and the players. There's clearly a bond that they all share, and that you have to have somebody like Southgate who can and he also protected them a lot from the
media. Yes, he did.
Right, so you need somebody like that, but there's always one step up, that a group or an individual can improve on, and I think that Southgate has reached his limit with this group. Yeah, maybe he can try and go and manage somewhere, but because England before him, I mean, they were round of 16 merchants or quarterfinal merchants, right? That's where their bust up always was. Even with the talented Scholes, Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard group, Michael Owen, Rooney, right? They couldn't go past quarterfinals, round of 16. So he has taken them to several finals and a couple of semifinals as well. So I think, I think eventually, it pains me to say this, eventually they'll win something, but I don't think Southgate was going to be the man to take them there.
So do you think he wasted this generation?
No, I mean, they are still very, very young. Are you kidding me? They are still very, very young, and they keep producing, even though a number of them are very overrated. But I mean, they do a good job with academy and youth development. So the future is bright for them. I mean, like you still have someone like Anthony Gordon, Ebere Chieze, like so they have young players, and it's just now. I actually don't know that they have many. Okay, they have that Brighton striker. What's his name? Ferguson, Duncan Ferguson. Ferguson. Yeah, the boy is good. So I mean, they have players. I think whoever takes them next will inherit a good squad, and so yeah, they also have a fantastic second goalkeeper who should be starting ahead of Pickford. But what do I know?
So we'll get back to that young player squad topic,
Conversation.
but let's talk about Sancho. So Sancho is back. Sancho is back at United, and I don't know if it was on this podcast I mentioned this, but I was like, there's no way the new owners will see what Sancho did during that 6 months or whatever amount of months it was at Dortmund, and they will not think this guy needs to come back. We need to find a solution. Both of them need to talk. They need to. I think I can't remember who mentioned it too. I think yeah, right, or Ferdinand said the same too. Like, there's no way. Like, you have to sit both of them down. Like, I don't care. I also mentioned it too. Yeah, if I'm the owners, I'm going to lock both of them inside the same room and be like, whatever situation you get,
Figure it out.
Fight each other, do whatever you want to do, stab each other, laugh, cry, fight, whatever you want to do. When you come out, I want to hear that, okay, we've stretched our differences out and we're good. So I feel two things. Either Indians were like, we don't care, figure it out. This guy is too much a talented player. Because there are very few players in world football right now that plays like Sancho. Regardless of if he's lazy or he hasn't hit his right peak or whatever, there are very few players. We cannot. I mean, am I saying anything wrong?
No, I don't disagree with that. There are very few
Exactly.
players that take
Players on.
take people on.
Exactly.
Have an eye for the pass.
Exactly.
Yeah, that don't just pass ball back. Yeah.
So saying that, so they're like, nah, like, you guys figure it out, because this guy also cost a lot of money. Because so that one brings me to the second point. Or they brought him back to let him be like, oh, we're on a good time, but will be sold so that teams will not feel like, oh, this guy is discarded, they don't want this guy anymore. So you'll bring nonsense price. Because right now, that man earns, is it 250 or 350 per week?
Wow.
And the initial transfer fee was like 78 million or 80 million. So anything I want to sign him cannot sign him more than 40 million. Let's be realistic, because of the way he's been treated at United. Like, he's a unwanted player. And they're not going to meet his wage expectations of 350. There's no way. So if United really want to discard him, they have to sell him cheap and also have to pay part of his wages for that duration of the remainder of his contract, which doesn't make any sense, because I think he has like 3 years left. So United is in a very bad position in that regard. And Sancho can decide to sit down and say, well, I don't care, pay me my money, I'll sit on the bench or I'll be whatever. So all that is for a sensible, business person. You have to find a way around it. So that's why I feel what happened. And also, this brings me to this note. You can challenge me on that.
Yeah.
I feel like if Sancho had been in that English squad, it would have been like the way Musiala has been for Germany. I just feel that way. No. So no. I mean, it's yet to be seen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Sancho is at Musiala's level right now, but it's yet to be seen.
What am I right now? Sancho, how old is Sancho?
Sancho's like 23.
Oh,
we bought him when he was 21. He's still young. But if all things were equal for Sancho, I feel like he'll have gone Musiala route in terms of the way he plays and stuff. Although Musiala is faster than him, so that might be like the only difference. But I feel like if all things being equal for him, like mental health is okay, he's like his manager, they play him at the right time and the right positions, I feel like it would have been that way for them. But I'm just talking. I'm just wishing him well. But yeah, knowing that, all that, and them trashing out that issue, because what Eternal should have said from the beginning is what he's saying now. He's saying we've drawn the line and moved on. That is maturity. That's what I expect from a manager dealing with this kind of situation. Like, squash this old nonsense. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, squash it. Like, let it be thing of the past. And I feel like they've spoken about it and they've moved on. Whether Sancho apologized, which a lot of fans are like, oh, Sancho, he coward, he apologized. I'm like,
That's his manager. I mean, he's trying to
that's
get
like
it.
that's beside the point. Like, whether he apologized or not, now they're back. Let's see what they will cook. And honestly, I'm happy that they're back on good terms, because none of them is going to leave as it stands. None of them is going to be sacked. Eternal is going to be sacked. Sancho is not going to be sold. So what's going to happen? You have to make it work, because this guy is a quality player. If you're going to play him 10 minutes, he's going to play 10 minutes and going to give you quality. So that's my opinion. I don't know if you have anything you want to add or
No,
challenge me on.
Sancho's a quality player. I don't know if he's the type of player you build your team around, like
No.
Musiala.
I'm not saying
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not
No,
saying
I'm just
no.
disagreeing with that. That's comparison between him and Musiala. But no, he's a good player. I mean, it remains to be seen how United and Ten Hag plan on using him. Especially if Ten Hag describes him as a lazy player and wants to play game press like that. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't really.
He said lazy in training, not on the pitch. So there's a difference.
My view about that team. So
So speaking on that, they played. I don't know the team they played. Let me go and check.
Rosenborg or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not interested in this, and they lost.
Of
It
course.
wasn't a full strength team, because but it's what it is. And I think for the first time in a while, we will have almost full squad that is fit. I'm not sure. Malaysia is still injured. I don't know what situation is with that guy. I don't know.
I actually like that guy is actually a solid player.
He's a player that I like his left back play, but man, you need to stay fit, man. You need to stay fit. I'm not sure about Mount. I don't know situation Mount. I think I saw him in the squad. I think he's fit too. So yeah, we have a fit team going into the season. I just hope that everything stays the way they are in terms of fitness, so that I will not have any excuse to say it's because you don't have fit player. That's why we are losing to 7th-tier clubs. But yeah, any news on Arsenal front? So don't look as if we are bullying Arsenal.
Honestly, I've not been paying attention to that club. Whatever they want to do, let them do. It's not me that they'll use catch cruise.
Arsenal and England twinning. Almost there. Anyways, so let's move on to Copa America. Honestly, that tournament, it was just battle, fights, jiu-jitsu, martial art, boxing. I don't know, pulling air. Just, out of the 3 tournaments this year, because this year we had AFCON.
Yeah.
AFCON is number 1.
Yeah.
Like, undoubtedly, like, in terms of play, entertainment, composure, fans, officiating, everything perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Surprise wins. There was no, like, you didn't know who was going to win until, we don't know the favorites. The number 1 favorite that we thought we were going to win lost the first 2 games. And he just qualified at the last moment by another team winning.
Yeah.
And they went ahead to go and win the whole competition.
Yeah.
So then, of course, Euros is Euros. But Copa America, my God.
That's terrible.
Terrible football, man. Terrible football. Terrible. Did you watch the game? Did you watch the final?
Yeah, I watched the final. I mean, Colombia, they had good moments. I feel like they should have gotten more from the game than they ended up getting. But the game is cruel like that. Can be cruel like that. I don't say it is. The game can be cruel. So if you don't take your chances, you'll be left wanting, man. You'll be left ruining them. So yeah, but then I was really, really impressed by James. He ended up winning player of the tournament, and rightfully so. I think he had like 6 assists, right?
Yeah, 6 assists. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think he's on the other side of. Is he 30 yet?
It probably is. Let me check. I think he's
30 or just approaching 30, and so hopefully he can get one more major transfer. Before
he's
the
33.
33. Wow.
Yeah.
So
So he had six goals, 6 assists, 1 goal.
one goal, yeah. Yeah. No, he had a very brilliant tournament. He had a very brilliant tournament.
So let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Be truthful.
I'm always truthful.
That Argentina team,
Yeah.
do you feel that they are strong enough in terms of quality and the way they play?
That's
Do you think?
so? That's I guess that's one of the big talking points. Because honestly, when you look at them on paper, besides Messi, I don't. First of all, I was telling a mutual friend of ours, Mike, I don't rate Fernandez. I'm sorry. Like even before this, I actually did not rate the guy. Like at Chelsea, oh shit. I didn't rate the guy, and then Rodrigo De Paul, yeah, he's the hardworking guy, but he's not. There's nothing spectacular about him. Di Maria, I highly rate. Alvarez, he'll work hard, but again, so like I don't know, but because now I saw some conversations about them being one of the greatest teams of all time, and in my head, I'm thinking there's no because obviously they've won 2 Copas and the World Cup, and they actually did it, winning a lot of games. I think going into the World Cup, they had like the longest unbeaten streak, right?
Yes.
So I mean, they were winning games, but I was just not, and I'm still not convinced. But at the end of the day, man, it's a winning
It's couple.
and it's when they're in the business of winning games. So if you win, man, but where would you place them in comparison to, or how would you rate them in comparison to that 08 to 012 Spain team?
No. Those ones are way better, man. No. Like, so in terms of ratings of World Cup winners, the last World Cup Brazil won, those guys were immaculate. They were immaculate.
02?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were immaculate. They were really good. Then, so 02, then 06 was, who won that 06? Germany?
Yeah.
Germany was good. 10 was Spain. They were really good. Like, in fact, like in terms of like, I would say it's between them and Germany. Those two, they were like 8-8.
So you're saying you're not convinced that?
Then France, nah. Next one, France, nah. Then Argentina, nah.
No. Hold on. Actually, no. Let's go back. 06 was actually Italy. They beat Germany.
Oh, yes.
They beat,
Top.
Yeah. It was 06 was Italy. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the no. It was France, Italy, right?
Yeah, that was the Zidane one.
Yes. So that one, it was France to win.
Yeah.
It was France to win. France were the better team.
Yeah.
So it just happens that things happen. So I'm not really with that Italian win, but it's like they have to do what they have to do. So Italian win, and Argentine win with France, I would say they are on the same level. Because if they were one shot away from losing that game, if that guy has scored, Colomani has scored that goal, you get.
Yeah.
So, and you cannot tell me that you tried the tournament, they were spectacular. There's no way you tell me that. They were not spectacular. So the reason why I asked that question originally is because I feel like those players, individually and collectively, they are usually stronger in terms of strength and technical ability than the teams they face. So they know how to defend very well when it comes to like, let's go. When they meet a better team, they know how to defend because they are really, really strong and they are very vast in dark arts. Very, very vast. So when you now get to that point, when they notice that this team is better than us, They start rolling on the floor. They start fouling you. Start pulling you. Yeah, and then just make the football ugly. Like whatever it takes. If the ref is not giving you red cards, then you can get away with it. So I feel like that is what helped them against Colombia, because Colombia played Argentina's game instead of Colombia playing their own game, because Colombia had them on strings, but Colombia didn't have the patience. They didn't have the wherewithal. They didn't have the technical ability to just pass the ball around.
Yeah.
And play their style of football. If this Spain catches them, we'll beat them like kids, because Spain just keep continuing what they are doing. And that fouling and whatever, you have to touch them. You have to get close to do that.
Yeah.
And you cannot do that against Spain because they will pass you. They will pass the ball around you. So that's what I feel. But I felt bad not like I felt bad for Colombia, but when the game started, I was like, unfortunately, because it was just going back and forth. Like it was like turbo football, just back and forth. I don't care. If you kill yourselves, I don't care, because a lot of fouls that Anthony Taylor will have called will have given them red cards.
Premier League refs are not serious people.
So a lot of and Argentine players, God, any small thing they're rolling on the floor. But congrats to them. I mean, it's what it is. You cannot take it away from them.
You sound hurt.
I mean, so it would have been more hot if England won and Argentina won. I'll take any win, man. I'll take any win. So I was already satisfied by Spain winning.
Right. Yeah.
Because I don't care about Argentina. I don't care about Copa America. Like, if whatever is happening there, they should do, So I was okay with the win. So, do you want to talk about your goat crying?
No, he was injured. I mean, he was injured. The man was in pain. There's nothing. Okay. Everyone.
So what's the pain that made him cry?
Yeah.
Okay. So the pain stopped when they won.
So you thought that he was crying because he thought they were going to lose?
No. I'm asking you questions now. I didn't think. I'm just asking you. So the pain stopped when they won.
Yeah. I think so. Or at least the euphoria and joy from the win, masked the pain he was feeling. So.
Oh, I didn't know you and Messi are sharing the same body. Wow, this is new to me.
No. You asked me for a possible theory now.
This is new to me. Wow, amazing. Obina is the Sense8. You know Sense8 now. That show. Now you. I mean, so I had part of the reason why I wanted one of our guests to come, I couldn't make it. Was because of this topic. So when he was crying, the commentators were like, "Oh, you don't want to see this. You can see he really wants it. I understand that. Honestly, I would not train him for that. Like, it's not my emotions. But why is it that when he does it, he gets empathy and sympathy? But when the other guy does it, it's trolling.
No, but
wait. Hold on.
Okay.
If fans troll a player, I don't mind it. It's okay. But when the media starts trolling a player, it's another level.
Who trolled the other guy?
BBC. They said they wanted to call him something Crinado, Miss Penato, or something like that. I'm like, that's crazy. That's even I think somebody had to call them out on it. One of those ex-players had to call them on that. This is disrespect. I can't remember the person that said that. But I'm like, someone cannot even feel emotions again because they hate you. You have to be a robot.
Penaldo, my guy. Nah, my position on that is, I mean, look, if players need to cry, they should cry, man.
It's crazy. Someone was saying, "Oh, why will you cry?" I think someone else trying to rope. What's his name? Pepe. I'm like, that is literally like his potential last game.
Yeah.
That's potential last game. Like, these people feel something.
No,
the man cried too now. The man cried because that's the last game.
And the guy was crying. It was even catastrophe.
No, that's the last game. Like, this guy, this is all you know in your life.
Yeah, this is all you've done.
And you enjoy it, and your body is telling you you cannot pack it up. Like, it's okay. You are old. No, you are old. Like, it's okay. It's crazy. You've played at the highest level. People have chanted your name. People have screamed your name all around the world. Obviously, once you leave the stage, that's the end. Nobody cares about you anymore. So you feel emotions. It's normal.
Yeah. No, I mean it's
Um,
you know, it's tough, but
okay,
no, I
quickly,
completely agree with you. I completely agree with you.
quickly, let's talk about Balon d'Or.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's going to be. I honestly don't know because coming into the summer, I was sure it was going to be between Bellingham
and Vinny.
and Vinny, and I still think Bellingham will be the running because England, got to the final. But honestly, the guy he did not have a stellar performance, and honestly, it's I also think that there's a cult following around him that everything he does now, he's seen as like, this super eloquent, talented, like
Yep,
what
yep.
and honestly, I don't see it. He's he steps up, in big moments, but man, there's nothing spectacular about his style of play for me, Sha. But I still think it might be him to win it this year.
It's a setup, and he doesn't know it yet because his fall is going to be very heavy. It's a setup. It's a setup because I've started seeing compilations about how arrogant he is. I'm like, when he was winning, you guys not talk about this. That's not when they had a loss. Maybe I started bringing out these articles. Like, this is ridiculous. And same thing I said about Sancho. Like, say it when they are at the top. Don't be coming out now when they are down.
Yeah, struggling.
I don't support that. I do not support that. But anyways, quickly. So I saw a place where they did like a ranking, quote unquote, for Balon d'Or. Rodri is now topping because he switched.
Yeah.
Before it used to be Bellingham, Vinny, and Rodri or whatever.
I can see Rodri actually. I can see Rodri.
Yeah. I remember telling Sam and Olu and you that these Euros, I don't think Bellingham is going to have a spectacular game. And I said it, and like, it's very difficult for an English
Spectacular game
player.
or spectacular tournament.
Spectacular games and spectacular tournaments. It's very difficult.
He was no. Look, whether or not that moment against Slovenia, I think one of those Slovenia, Slovakia. That moment.
It's a moment. It's a moment, not a game,
Yeah,
because he was missing throughout.
But games are compilation of moments, and there was no moment bigger than that one.
Okay,
Right?
no problem. I'll give him one out of how many games?
So
5 games or 6 games.
That's what I mean by.
So I remember saying it. And on the rankings, right, for the Euros, he's not top 10.
No, he was. He didn't have a great tournament.
In fact, I think we'll be struggling to even get to top 20 if I don't list the players.
But like they will hype him now. Like there's a time when the guy, every time he touch the ball, you just hear,
oh, they say, look at the way he touched the ball.
Yeah.
So
there was one pass that
there
was a pass that he shanked. Actually, he didn't connect it well. Crossfield. And he kept playing it. And I'm like, in my head, I'm looking at this pass and there's, it's clear he missed it, but they kept doing it like he did something spectacular. I'm like, okay, dude, I guess.
So I watched that game with one of my friends. One of them that loves Jude, like he loves. He was like, look at that pass. I was like, Mr. Man, that pass went back. Like, come on, like, what? The pass is so good. I was like, God, people have made better passes like that. Please. But your guy, Messi, is now number 4, so on that ranking.
Can you imagine somebody who has been you have to give it, the man's incredible.
Okay. And someone also made mention of Lautaro Martinez because he won Syria, and he was, I think it was the highest goal scorer. He came, I think it was the highest goal scorer too in Copa America from the bench. Yeah. They gave me the list of his achievements. I'm like, you just want to steal it. Like, it doesn't even have the PR at all. It's PR now. Half of it is PR.
Yeah.
Half of it is PR. And that's why they're trying to push Rodri for it.
No, they'll push Rodri, but Messi stop. You can't, because I'm trying to think who else.
Maybe so they should give Messi?
No.
So question, if they give Messi, how will you feel?
I don't care anymore, man. The man has done everything.
I'm just saying, like right now, like they give Messi.
Of course, he'll be robbed now. His player will be robbed.
Okay, let's end on that note. So Palhinha to Bayern, honestly, one of those players that I wish came to United because when I saw that guy play, I was like, this guy is good.
Yeah, he's so
I'm surprised nobody raved about him in EPL. Like, really, really good. He had the best defensive stats for a defensive midfielder in the 2 seasons he played at Fulham. I'm like, how come nobody talks about this guy? I made mention of him, like, this guy. But I'm not surprised Bayern went for him because obviously those guys, they know how to
go
scout
for
company.
yeah, and company. Well, let's see. Folks are saying that they'll cook on that company. So let's see.
I mean, Oluwaseun is there already now, so he's getting really good players. What's the excuse now? We'll see. Because the excuse was like we didn't have quality players when he was at Burnley. So
yeah. All right. Well, that's it. On this episode, we're just talking nonsense, as you can see.
I'm not talking nonsense in Jesus' name, please. I'm not talking nonsense in Jesus' name. But yeah, this series has been about Copa America and Euros. Hopefully, so we'll go on another break for a few weeks, just to gather our thoughts and see how transfer window is going to go. Honestly, I'm not really enthused about this transfer window, but if Obina is interested, he can drag me back. But we'll see.
Nothing has caught my attention like that, so and I haven't been following, to be honest.
Yeah, so
but maybe over this period,
we'll probably just come and discuss if something crazy happens. Maybe if they sack Arteta, we'll see.
Sack Arteta, impossible.
Or if Martinelli comes to United.
Martinelli, why would he go to United? There's nothing appealing about United. Why would he go there?
No problem. Martinelli is now being benched by Trossard. Anyway, that guy Trossard was horrible.
Have a nice night.
He was horrible in these Euros. Horrible.
Have a nice night. I'll talk to you later, my guy.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.